In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise is due to Allah, and peace and blessings be upon the Messenger of Allah, our Master Muhammad, and upon his family and companions altogether. Now as for the time, indeed mankind is in loss, except for those who have believed and done righteous deeds and advised one another to truth and advised one another to patience. As for the way to use the sensitivity error volt to detect ground faults in the ungrounded system, it is primarily done using the core balance CT. Follow me now as we explore this unique type of ground fault and the mechanism of grounding the fault point. When a ground fault occurs on a phase, for example, the voltage of that phase will drop. The fault point will be fed through what is called the charging current. And the problem is that the charging current has no return path except through the stricable stance on the healthy phases. And therefore, enjoy on the phone and on me, the voltage values on the phases will rise to a value. After the fault happened, the values on the healthy phases increased. Now, it reaches zero normally, as it is isolated and unaffected, not fed by the protection relay. The sum of currents in healthy phases per feeder is 1/3 of the charging current per phase normally, while the current through the CT on the faulted feeder equals the sum of charging currents on all healthy feeders. The protection relay is not fed from the core balance current transformer. The sum of currents in the healthy phases of each feeder is 1/3 of the charging current per phase under normal conditions. The current through the CT on the faulty feeder equals the sum of charging currents on all healthy feeders. Thus, the charging currents on all feeders, except the faulty one, result from the CT subtracting its own current by reflecting currents. The sum of currents IA and IB flows in one direction, while IH3 flows in another, with their vector sum equaling 0. Fault current equals IH1 plus IH2 plus IH3, where IH1 is IA1 plus IB1 from the first feeder. Here we notice that the sum of the currents IA and IB will flow in this direction, while the current IH3 will flow in this direction, and the vector sum of all these currents equals 0. Therefore, the fault current at this point equals IH1 plus IH2 plus IH3, where IH1 equals the sum of the currents coming from the first feeder, which is IA1 plus IB1, A1 plus AB1. This damyar 3x the charging current on each phase. The value of the fault current are 3x3. The first 3 is the number of feeders. The second 3 means each feeder gives 3x the charging current. The fault current here is 9x the charging current, and the relay sees IH1 plus IH2 only. IH3 is cancelled due to the direction of currents between phases A and B. The fault current the relay sees cadre 2x3 IH3, which is 6x the relay current. The current the relay sees with fault is 6x the relay current. H1 plus I, H2 only. IH3 is cancelled due to current direction between phases A and B. Fault current seen by relay equals 2 times 3 IH3, which is 6 times relay current. In this case, current seen by relay on faulty feeder is 6 times relay current on each phase normally, while current on non-faulty feeders is 1/3 of charging current. Thus, disconnect faulty feeder before healthy ones. Problem arises with 2 feeders. Current is same on all. What to do? One key difference is ground fault current direction. Digital protection devices use this to prevent incorrect operation. Hope this is clear. If not, listen again. It is 3 times the charging current, and therefore this faulty feeder should be disconnected before the healthy feeders. However, the major problem arises when there are only 2 feeders. In that case, the current will be the same on all healthy and faulty feeders. So what to do then? There is one fundamental difference between the feeder that experienced the fault and the healthy feeder, which is the direction of the ground fault current. This feature can be utilized by digital protection devices to prevent healthy feeders from operating incorrectly. I hope this explanation has been clear enough. If not, please listen to this analysis again. The inspiration for the revival of the nation. The zigzag transformer is used on the delta side of a power transformer to create an artificial neutral point. This connection allows currents in phase to pass while blocking those with a 120-degree phase shift, serving as a grounding conductor for zero sequence currents. It's also known as the interconnected star and functions as a grounding transformer. The zigzag refers to its winding connection, and a CT can be placed on its neutral for standby earth volt. For overcurrent and earth volt protection, connect the overcurrent relay to 2 phases. It completely prevents currents with a 120-degree phase shift. This connection is used as a grounding conductor for zero sequence currents. Connect the overcurrent relay to 2 phases for economy using 2 overcurrent windings and 2 CTs but it only detects phase voltage, not ground faults. An earth volt relay can be added to detect ground faults, requiring a third CT. Zigzag means wavy and describes the winding connection. For protection, connect the relay to two phases. This method uses two windings and two CTs, detecting only phase voltage, missing ground faults, especially on phase B, or if fault current exceeds relay setting. An earth volt relay needing a third CT detects ground fault. The second method uses separate connections for each phase, detecting faults on all phases. This is an economical method. Only two overcurrent windings and two CTs are needed, but it can only detect phase voltage, meaning ground faults are undetectable. And earth volt relay, requiring a third CT, can be added to detect ground faults. The second connection uses separate connections for each phase, detecting faults on all three. Fault protection is achieved by directional summation. Detecting certain ground faults can be difficult due to low fault current, so a special connection is preferable. Each phase has its own line. Directional summation protects, but low currents can hinder detection. A special connection measures residual current accurately. Protection from faults occurs by directional summation. It can be hard to spot certain ground faults because of low fault current, so a special connection is better. It relies on actual residual current instead of calculated. Earth volt relay, a type of overcurrent relay, connects in the return path of directional summation current 0 under normal conditions, detecting ground faults accurately. This connection, common in electrical stations, is costlier but more reliable and trustworthy. This is normal current flow. If a ground fault occurs, the flow changes. In a three-phase four-wire system, behavior differs. This connection is common in electrical stations. It's costly but reliable. Normally, current flows this way. If a ground fault happens, the flow changes. In a three-phase four-wire system, a CT can be on the neutral. A core-type CT detects ground faults called a sensitive earth fault, one CT on the neutral. This means if there is a neutral, place a CT on the neutral to connect the earth fault, or use a core-type CT on all phases for sensitive earth fault detection. Place one CT on the neutral for standby earth fault. Place two CTs on the neutral, one for standby earth fault, another for neutral current alarm. Note, neutral current alarm doesn't trip circuit breaker, it only alarms. Neutral current alarm is more sensitive than standby earth fault with a very low setting. In one station, neutral current alarm caused a partial blackout by triggering a startless CBF. The neutral current alarm doesn't trip circuit breakers, it only alarms. It's more sensitive than the standby earth fault due to its low setting. In one station, this alarm led to a partial blackout by triggering a startless CBF, which mistakenly initiated a start, causing the station to trip. The CBF, thinking there was a fault, disconnected transformers and 132 kV lines. The issue is complex because the CBF start operates automatically and its signals can't be controlled through configuration. Are you perhaps going to start the CBF thought there was a fault and remained closed, disconnecting the transformers and the 132 kV lines. The problem is not that simple, as you cannot control the signals. The CBF start operates automatically and is uncontrollable. The neutral current alarm came from the earth volt stage 2. After 10 seconds, it sends two signals. First, a trip signal to the isolated circuit breaker. Second, an internal signal to initiate CBF start. In one station, a ground fault burned a cable undetected. The relay saw no current due to incorrect connection. The neutral current alarm doesn't trip the circuit breaker. Logic was added to prevent CBF start if the neutral current alarm is triggered. At one station, a ground fault burned a cable undetected. Analysis showed the relay saw no current due to incorrect connection. The fault current was cancelled by the return current, making the relay's directional summation 0. This was fixed by adding a grounding cable to the CT core, cancelling the return current. A ground fault on a cable can cause it to burn undetected. The user type led to an analysis that the relay didn't detect current due to a wrong connection. When a ground fault occurred, the fault current was cancelled by the return current from the ground, resulting in a 0 directional summation for the relay, an incorrect connection. Fixed by adding a grounding cable to the CT core, the relay detects imbalance and trips the circuit breaker. Issues are common in 3-core cables, so restoring the sheath earth connection is crucial. The return current from the ground will neutralize. Thus, this connection is incorrect. Reintroducing a grounding cable into the CT core neutralizes the return current, preserving the original current. This enables the relay to detect imbalance and trip the breaker. Restoring the sheath earth connection to the CT core is crucial. In summary, if earth volt is connected this way, it is calculated earth volt. If connected differently, it is measured earth volt. This neutralizes the original current, allowing the relay to sense imbalance and trip the breaker. Restoring the sheath earth connection to the CT core is crucial. The summary of all the previous talk about earth volt connections is that if the earth volt is connected in this way, it is called calculated earth volt. However, if the earth volt is connected in this way, it is called measured earth volt. If the earth fault is connected in this way, it is called a sensitive earth fault. If the earth fault is connected in this way, it is called a standby earth fault. You can place another CT for the neutral current alarm, or use one CT for stage 1 for the standby earth fault, stage 2 for the neutral current alarm. Everything mentioned can be used as either an instantaneous earth fault or a delayed earth fault. It's about using one CT. Or everything mentioned earlier can be used, or for more details on analyzing the current flow method in the overcurrent relay and earth volt relay according to the diagrams and practical drawings, follow episode number 26 of the series Mule Hymn, and you will find the link below this episode. The revival of a nation